Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jan Moses back here with my top 5 budget cards that I think you should be targeting in this upcoming week when Super Packs go live here in NBA 2K25, my team. Now, I've talked about my market strategy for Super Packs in a previous video that I uploaded, I believe, 2 days ago or so, maybe 3. And in that video, I talked about how I think players like Giannis Antetokounmpo, who you see on your screen right here, who's a player that you may very well be interested in trying to get, and you're probably hoping that he's going to come down in price with these Super Packs coming out. I mentioned that my strategy, if I want to buy a higher end player, is to target them during this weekend. When this video goes live, King of the Court would have been over, and we may start to see people sell off their cards over the course of this weekend leading up to Super Packs coming out, because some people are probably afraid that when those Super Packs come out, these top-end cards are going to tank in value. I don't think that's going to be the case. And the reason for that is, if you take a look at the pack odds from this most recent pack drop, Stealth Mode, you can see here that the diamond odds are set at 2.2%. So my question to you guys, if you think we're going to see a market crash on the top-end cards all of next week once Super Packs come out, is what do you think these diamond and pink diamond odds are going to be with the Super Packs coming out? I personally think we're going to see maybe 3%, 3.5 at the absolute highest for diamonds, and I think we see 95 plus rated players, as in the pink diamond players, maybe at best come in at 1%. I don't think the odds are going to get that much better, and so for that reason, I don't think we're going to be seeing diamonds and pink diamonds necessarily crashing in value. Maybe some of the lower tier diamonds that you don't really care about, like a Jerome Kersey, but not necessarily these top end diamonds like Chet Holmgren, or pink diamonds like the ones you really want: LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Giannis Antetokounmpo, so on and so forth. But the players whose prices I do think we'll see come down are the budget cards, and that's the purpose of this video, because I do think there are some really good budget cards that you may be interested in. I know for sure I'm interested in some of these cards on this list that are too expensive right now that we should see come down in value next week with Super Packs. So with that said, let's get into my top 5. I do have 3 honorable mention cards, mostly because I didn't want to do a top 8. Let's start with honorable mention number 1, as in my lowest ranked card in this tier list. And that player is right here, Carmelo Anthony, just as a gold card, a really fun card to have, maybe use in Breakout. If you take a look, really fun card, 76 three-pointer. You know, nothing great badge-wise, but he's a Carmelo Anthony card. He's a player that I want to get, because if I like the gold Carmelo Anthony's jumper, then I know for a fact I'll be able to cook with future Carmelo Anthony's if I'm able to get my hands on a higher tier Carmelo Anthony card. Right now, you can see, at least on Xbox, there are only 2 of them up right now, because this Power Surge promo hasn't been in the store for weeks now. And so hopefully he'll be coming out at a relatively high rate, because he's a gold card, and his price should hopefully drop from the 10.7k MT that he's going for right now on the Xbox auction house. Coming in at number 7, also known as my second honorable mention, is Josh Childress. This card, another Sapphire budget beast, 85 offense and 89 defense on a Sapphire, is really nice. And he's what, 6'8", shooting guard eligible, 83 pointer. Really solid defensively with that 85 perimeter defense and 85 speed, which is awesome. And he has 8 gold badges, which is really nice. This card is going to definitely be a card that I'm going to be targeting. I just, I wanted to try to limit it to a top 5, and so Josh Childress does not crack my top 5. Olden Polynice, also another card I didn't even think of until now. Really, really fun card. There is another Sapphire center who actually is my number 1 budget pickup, which we will get to a little bit later on in this video. But Olden Polynice, really solid card as well. My final honorable mention is a Ruby who I already have unsellable, and that is TJ Warren. I'm not going to check his price right now, but he's a really damn solid card. I really like his jump shot a lot, and his shooting stats or his shooting ratings are really nice. Not the best card defensively and not the fastest, but really solid. 6'8" small forward, isn't the tallest, but really not all that bad. I think he could be a salary cap demon for you, and solid badges, honestly. Like, not an elite card, but a really fun Ruby card to try to chase. Okay, my top 5, now that we got the honorable mentions out of the way. Coming in at number 5 is going to be, we have to go to 3-point royalty. Right here, Bruce Bowen. This is a card who I don't have that I would really like to add. A 6'7" small forward, the only card in the entirety of the 3-point royalty collection who can play defense, while also being able to boast a really nice 3-point rating. 88 3-ball is really nice. 96 perimeter defense, absolutely insane. Not the fastest card, but he's going to be a salary cap demon for you. Comes with 7 gold badges, including Limitless Range, Challenger, Pick Dodger, and On-Ball Menace. This card's a must cop, in my opinion, next week. Really want to add him. Going to be trying to get him. For my next theme team, I'm going to be chasing Steve Novak. I feel like both of these cards are probably really expensive. You can see Bruce Bowen, the cheapest one up right now is 19,750 MT, which is way too much. Same kind of thing with Steve Novak. He's much cheaper than Bruce Bowen, but this is still way too rich for my blood in terms of me paying for a Sapphire card. Again, this promo, kind of like with Power Surge, has been out of the pack market for weeks. So with super packs on the horizon, we should see these cards come down in value, hopefully. Next up, number 4, Barbecue Buckets, Austin Rivers. This is a card that I was lucky enough to pack from the deluxe packs that we got from the agendas. This card is probably in the top 3 when it comes to salary cap monsters that you could run, mostly because he's a 6'4" point guard, 87 3-pointer with a really nice jump shot to boot, 89 ball handle, 86 perimeter defense, 87 speed, and then look at the badges, man. 17 gold badges. This card is absolutely insane. I think he's probably going for anywhere from like 25 to 35,000 MT right now, which is insane, and it's totally warranted. This card's really good. I wouldn't spend that much on him, but if he can drop down closer to maybe 10k MT, this card becomes a really interesting pickup, I think, for a lot of people out there who are wanting to run more salary cap in Season 2. And even Showdown. Honestly, I think in the lower tiers of Showdown, I haven't even played a Showdown game yet. I think Austin Rivers could be a really good point guard for you in those first few tiers. Moving on to number 3, we're going to go back to the Power Surge to a card who I'm going to be checking in on his price, and that is Sharif Abdur-Rahim, one of the more expensive rubies in the game right now. I'll show you guys his price. Right now, you can see people, okay, they're not bidding on him at 42,400 because there are ones up that are 36k right now. There's one up for 33k. Yeah, you can see right here, there are none up under 33,000 MT, and for a good reason. This card, 90 offense, 90 defense. He's small forward eligible at 6'9" with an 83 3-pointer. Respectable defensively, both perimeter and interior D, 80 and 83 respectfully. 85 offensive and defensive rebound, and he has 84 speed. This card is truly a jack of all trades with 9 badges. Again, a lot of them are going to be more so for a big man, but a 6'9" small forward with those ratings is really going to do well for you, especially at this stage of the game. This is going to be a card that I'm going to be looking to cop. If he drops below 20k, color me intrigued. My top 2. Let's go back to Barbecue Buckets for our final 2. And let's start with the final Ruby card on this tier list. Ray Allen, one of the only Rubies in this game with a Hall of Fame badge, that badge being Hall of Fame Limitless. He does only have 5 badges that are gold and then that one Hall of Famer, which does kind of suck. But his badges are all really good. Again, Hall of Fame Limitless, Gold Deadeye, Gold Slippery Off Ball, Mini Marksman, Shifty Shooter. These are all really good badges. Then he has a 95 3-pointer, an 85 driving dunk, 79 perimeter defense isn't terrible, and 90 speed is awesome. They gave this Ray Allen a lot of juice. He's really, really good, and a card that I would like to add. Ray Allen right now, 26k. I think he's around 25k or so. Yeah, there's one up for 25k. And that's basically it. Yeah, I mean, you can still see there are a number of him up on the auction house, but I do think his price is going to drop because, again, I think rubies and lower are going to get pulled a fair amount from those super packs, and we should hopefully see these cards that I'm talking about get packed at a relatively high clip. And if that happens, I'm going to be trying to get some of these cards. My number one card on this list is a card who I have bought from the auction house. Got him luckily for 2K MT, and right now there's only one up for 16,500. I've looked in the last hour. This has been the only Purvis Ellison that has gone up there, and for a good reason. This card is a sapphire, and I think he plays like a diamond. A 6'10" power forward, small forward card. That 59 three-pointer is a lie. He has such a nice jump shot, and that three-pointer from the corners is 100% greenable. 83 mid-range is really nice. 85 standing and driving dunk, also really nice. 83 perimeter defense, 86 interior defense, nice block rating, nice steal rating as a big man. 83 speed as a big man is absolutely nuts. Yes, I know he's only 6'10", but this card is a demon. And again, with that jump shot, I think you can make it work at the power forward position if you wanted to run him there. 7 gold badges, 7 silver badges. A lot of these are defensive and badges you want to see on your big man. I love running him at center. The way he moves around the floor is just insane. Going from like Diamond Kevin Duckworth, who has like half the speed rating of this Purvis Ellison, and then moving on to Purvis is just crazy because of how fast he feels on the court. And I'm putting this guy at number 1 because I think with him being this good and him being a sapphire, I think he's going to be a card a lot of people are going to forget about, and I think he's a card that everyone should be adding to their team next week, along with a guy like Bruce Bowen, because of their sapphires, and we should see their prices drop quite a bit, I think, because of them being sapphire tier. And so hopefully for that reason, we'll see them maybe go down to like 5K or less. And if that happens, I will cop Bruce Bowen. I will cop Purvis Ellison. I will happily sit on their filters and try to get them for even cheaper if I can. But we'll have to see. That's how I plan to engage with this Super Pack situation coming to us, I believe, on Monday. So a day from this recording, basically. I don't think it's going to be worthwhile personally to sit on those pink diamond and diamond filters. If you want, by all means, go crazy. I just feel like those filters may be a little better. And in general, trying to get those players for cheaper may be the move this weekend when people are selling off their teams, potentially waiting for these super packs to drop on Monday. Let me know down below, are there any budget players that I missed? Maybe you want this Harrison Barnes, another card who I know is a pretty popular budgety card. Is there another player from the list that I have not mentioned that you want to chase who's a more budgety player? Let me know in the comments down below. In a season that was not really the best with rewards, and I'm not a big fan of how these promos, these content days were structured, where we have like one amethyst or no amethyst in every promo drop, and then we have the diamonds and pink diamonds for the money spenders, and then the rubies and below for us no money spent and low money spent players. There still were a number of really good budget cards that did come out that weren't really budget cards after a week or so because their prices skyrocketed. I'm looking for them to hopefully go back to being budget tier cards that'll provide your team a lot of value in Season 2 if you're able to get them at a better price point than what they're going at right now. With that said, again, let me know in the comments down below about any other budget cards that I did not mention. Appreciate you guys for all the support. We're on the road to 900 subs. Hopefully we can get there in the next month or so. We'd love to see that happen. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. And until next time, I'll see you later.